Let me look at a couple ancient historians and biographers, the kinds of writers who would come closest to what the New Testament is. And you discover that we're waiting hundreds of years before we get single copies of these works, and we don't get very many of them. And Xenophon, we're waiting 1,800 years before we get anything that's more than just a scrap of papyrus. Now, let's say the New Testament was like Xenophon, that we were waiting 1,800 years before we got any copies. That would be like saying that the earliest copy of the New Testament that we have was written at about the same time that the Wright brothers invented the airplane. Do you think skeptics would have a field day then? Yeah, they would. Why don't they with Xenophon then? Why don't they with Herodotus or Pausanias or Polybius? And yet, that's how it's done with the New Testament. We would have approximately 1,000 times more manuscript evidence for the New Testament than we do for these other writers.